Today we will be calculating the percent of a number using proportions. The first definition I'd like you to copy down is percent. And percent is a number out of 100. And it can be written like this or like this as a ratio. 36 out of 100. And our second definition, the word I just said, which is ratio, is a comparison of two numbers. And remember, it can be written as a division sign, 2 out of 3, or in words, 2 out of 3, or with a colon, 2 colon 3. Please take time to copy those down. You may pause the video at this time and write down the examples. Today, we're going to be working with some problems that will look like this. And if you notice, you see some words that are similar in each one. You see the word is, you see the word of, and you see the percent symbol, or the word percent, and the percent symbol. And we're going to use this little tool right here to help us set up our proportions today. So please write that down in the box. Is over of is equal to percent over 100. And what I like to do when I'm working with problems that are written like this is I find my percent first, because it's always the number with the percent symbol next to it. So our first one, we have 56%. So 56% means 56 out of 100. We do not put the percent symbol because we have the 100 under it. Next thing I look for is my is word, the number with is. And right here I see 81 is. So I'm going to put 81 for the is, and it says of what number? Since I don't know the number, I'm going to put an X. And I'm going to take my means times my means, because I have a proportion. And I know that's equal to my extremes times my extremes. 56 times x is simply 56x. 81 times 100, you can stick it in the calculator if you need to. Or you simply add 2 zeros to it. So it's 81 hundredths. And the next thing I'm going to do to find, I'm going to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 56. 56 divided by 56 becomes 1x, so we simply write x. And 8,100 divided by 56 is a big long decimal. So remember, I just want you to go 2 numbers after the decimal. And then we're going to look at that third number, and if it's 5 or more, I'm going to round this 64 up. If it's less, 4 less, I'm going to let it rest. So this answer is going to be 11.64, because that's a 2 and that's less than 4. So 144.64 is my answer. Let me look at it again. 144.64. And that's my answer. 81 is 56% of 144.64. Go to my second one. Find that percent symbol first. And I don't see a percent symbol. Instead it says, what percent? So since I don't know my percent, I'm going to have to put x over 100 because I don't know the percent. And then I'm going to look for my of, or my is first. And it says is 22 and of 126. And now I'm going to multiply my means times my means, and my extremes times my extremes. So I get 126x is equal to 22 times 100, 2,200. I'm going to divide both sides, opposite operation, by 126. 126 divided by 126 is 1x. And 2,200 divided by 126 gives me another long decimal So I want to go 2 places after the decimal, which would give me a .46. That third one, 4 or less, that's a 0, so I'm going to let it rest. So I get 17.46. And remember, this was the percent. So I need to put a percent symbol with this number because I was trying to find the percent. My third one, find that percent first. 30%, so I write that 30 over 100. My is over my of, so let me find my is. Oh, it says is what? There's my of. So now I got to put an X because I don't know my is. Of 117. And this time I'm going to do my extreme times my extreme first because I like to have my variable first. But you don't have to. You can do it the other way and you will get the same answer. And then my means times my means. 117 times 30. 100 times x is simply 100x. 117 times 30. Oh, too many. Let me go back. 117 times 30. 3,510. And now I want to divide both sides. Let me move it up some. Divide both sides by 100 to find x. 100 divided by 100 is 1x. 3,500 divided by 100 is 35.1. And since we had the percent, this is just a number. So I'm going to circle it up. And the last one, find my percent symbol. That's not a percent, and that's not a percent. It says what percent? So I don't know my percent, so I'm going to put x over 100, since I don't know my percent. And next I'm going to look for my is. And it says 25.7 is. So I'm going to put the 25.7 on top and the of 141 on the bottom. And this time I'm going back to my means times my means because that's where the variable is. And my extreme times my extreme. 141 times x is simply 141x. 25.7 times 100. Make sure you're putting it in your calculator correctly. Is 2,570. Yep, 2,570. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 141. 141 divided by 141 is 1x. 2,570 divided by 141. And another big long decimal, so I'm going to go 2 places after. 18.22, and that next number is a 6. So 5 or more, round it up. So now it's going to be 18.23. 18.23. And remember, I was trying to find again the percent this time, so I'm going to put my percent symbol with it. And my answer is 18.23%. I would like for you to do these 4 practice problems on your own. You may go back and rewind the video to see what I did on the others, or you can just flip your page over and check it out. And when you're done, if you have any questions, write them down. We'll discuss the practice problems and the questions tomorrow in class.